Hello, everybody. A little late to the game tonight. Pardon me. Um, we had some stuff we had to take care of, and then I had to eat some food. But welcome, one and all. See if we're actually see if this is working. Let me just double check and make sure it's happening. Okay, I see it. It's happening. Yes, it does say dragons on there too. Dragons. That's where we're gonna draw today, and because they are creatures, and we're not doing sea dragons. We're doing an actual dragon. I'm gonna try anyway to do this dragon. This is a dragon that many of you will probably recognize if I can draw it well enough, at least. Got to get my reference in a place where I can see it. Sorry, guys, I'm very unprepared tonight. Running behind. All right, here we go. I don't know if Sandy's...
I'm on there.
You are on there? Okay. I put it on Facebook and YouTube. So, if you're on one of those, let us know. But what's the best place, Sandy, on Facebook or YouTube? YouTube?
Usually, yes.
YouTube is the best. If you want to watch, and you can watch on YouTube, that would be ideal. But if not, that is okay. We can accommodate.
Looks like more people over on Facebook.
We got people on Facebook watching?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fine. All right. How is everyone doing this evening? Just kind of sketching this little cutie patootie out here first. I'm not going to say who it is. Somebody can point that out if you know. Sorry about the siren. It's not coming from me. But there is a new film coming out soon that inspired this drawing. So we're going to see how this works.
Ashley Scott got it.
Ashley Scott got it. Good job, Ashley Scott. One of my favorite movies, especially animated movies, but and also books. I mean, it's not like they're, big novels or anything, but I did know the books before the movies. When I was in the College of Education, I did a whole thing on this before it became a movie. And then it became a movie while I was in the College of Education. So it's kind of fun.
Terry Shepherdson's on YouTube.
Hey, Terry.
And he said, "What kind of dragon are you drawing? I'm imagining some kind of sea dragon of some sort.
Oh.
Looks like Stitch."
Oh, it is a little Stitch-like, but it's not Stitch, Terry. This is the dragon known as Toothless from the film How to Train Your Dragon. I should say from the book. From the book. Books, actually. How to Train Your Dragon, and then later turned into films. Yeah, I just wanted to draw something a little different tonight. I see this arm needs to come over a little bit. I was just feeling like drawing a little Toothless because I am super excited about the movie coming out. We actually almost watched it. We almost got an early thing to watch it, but we would have had to have gone like, I think the day we got off of the cruise last weekend, and as badly as I wanted to see it, I was just like, we're not gonna feel like doing that. Okay, what is going on with? I'm not sure what's happening with this wing. It's weird.
Joe's on. He got it. It's toothless.
Hey, Joe. Joe, we got the paradise all warmed up and ready for you.
Terry said, I'm 51 years old and reading Immortal Engines. I guess I'm not the only adult that reads kids' books. No, he is not.
Nope.
I love kids' books.
Yep. Yep. Kids' books are great. All right, then we got the tail coming down. What's everybody's favorite dragon? How about that question?
Joe said, yay, Emily and I are thoroughly enjoying the vlogs on the Paradise.
Oh, good. That is good to hear. That wasn't Sandy, if you heard that. That was a cat.
Come here.
At least I think. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Hi.
I don't like that. Hang on. Need to change that up a little bit. Yeah, I need to finish editing the next one. I got those first two out pretty fast, and I have started on the day 3 of the Carnival Paradise vlog, but it is a bigger vlog. There was more stuff happening because we were in port, and so it's taken me a little bit longer to get that one ready for you guys. But it's coming. I'm hoping to get it done tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow, for sure.
Terry said Dragon's Blood is a good book. And Emily said, hey y'all, favorite dragon is Daenerys. Well, she's their mother anyway.
I'm not familiar with Dragon's Blood. I'll have to check that out. Yes, I am a game... Whoa, he looks a little wonky-eyed there. I am a Game of Thrones fan, as is Sandy. So those are dragons that we enjoy quite a bit. Oh, that eye still looks a little off. I think I need to move the whole thing down. I am a big fan of a book series. It is now ended, called Temeraire, which is basically sort of a reimagining of the Napoleonic Wars, and there are actually dragons. So if you like sort of reimagined history, it's a pretty good series.
Doesn't Peter Jackson own the movie rights to that?
Peter Jackson did own the movie rights to Temeraire. That was several years ago, and we were all like hopeful. He has since relinquished them because he didn't want to hold on to them without having anything going with it. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but we are all hopeful. He's got another little spine coming off there. Little claws. So Sandy and I had a cat named Jello, and Jello was one of the sweetest cats that you could imagine. And he also ended up with some health issues. He lived a pretty long time, but he ended up having to get all of his teeth removed. Now, he was a round-faced black kitty with big yellow eyes and became literally toothless. And yeah, so this dragon kind of always reminds us of Jello.
Ellen asked if this is on your iPad.
Yes, Ellen. So whenever I do these so far, and as far as I know, the only way I'll do these is on the iPad, and it's in a program called Procreate. Procreate is it's a fairly inexpensive, I mean, especially compared to like desktop art applications, app that is only available currently, as far as I know. There's no plans to release it on any other systems on iOS for iPad. It is not the only art app that I use on the iPad, but it is definitely my go-to app. And if you follow digital artists who use the iPad, you will find that it is by far the most popular app. It just really does a great job, and with the way the brushes feel, the way the engine works, and also the user interface is really good. Yeah, I mean, I have more powerful art apps on here, but they just don't feel as good as Procreate. I always come back to Procreate, and it's only like, I don't know, I bought it quite a few years ago, but I want to say it's like $8, something like that. If you have an iPad, and especially an iPad Pencil, and you like to draw, I couldn't recommend anything more than Procreate. They're really, really good community that supports the users and everything too. So it's just a really good drawing application. I would say, I find this easier to use, and by easier I mean more comfortable and more natural feeling than even using like Photoshop on the computer with a big Wacom tablet. The only disadvantage to drawing on the iPad compared to other digital art mediums is that the biggest you can get is the 12.9-inch iPad. But that's not really that big of a deal. In fact, it's kind of nice because, like, right now, I'm sitting on the couch. You know, I have a huge Wacom tablet that just sits there and collects very expensive dust because I'd almost always rather sit on the couch and draw than over at my computer desk.
Terry says he uses Sketchable on his Surface. Very good, but he hasn't used it in a while. He's more of a pencil, paint, paper guy. Never been very good doing digital.
I have used Sketchable. I do like that program. I believe, I don't think Sketchable is on iOS, but there's some very similar programs. Yeah, Sketchable is good. It does a good job imitating natural media, but, you know, Terry, I have to say, like, I've gotten so far away from doing traditional media. But when I did Inktober the last 2 years, like it reminds me of why I do love doing traditional stuff. It kind of makes me miss it a little bit. I mean, occasionally I still do drawings with regular media. I used to do a lot of colored pencil. I need to get more into painting actually. And the other thing is, usually, for some reason, um, I think the quality just, it looks different when it's traditionally done. Even though I may spend more time doing a digital piece, have more detail or more attention given to things, I don't know. It always just seems like it's a little better. Now, I'm going to show you a mistake that I made here. I'm sure there are quite a few, but this one is an interesting one. So, where I've joined the tail here to the foot, see how those lines, they kind of sync up? Now, in the reference drawing, I've definitely, my proportions are a little off because it hits in a different spot, but so I got that a little wrong in that way, but even if I didn't, I would still change it because you don't want those lines to connect because it's going to cause confusion for the viewer of the piece. And the cool thing is, like, a lot of things that you do in digital art carry over to traditional art and vice versa. So one of the things that is kind of funny is sometimes people think because you're drawing digitally that it's like cheating, or that, like somebody sees like something I did and they're like, oh, it was digital, as if that like takes some of the skill away from it. Now, I will admit that there are things I can do, like I can erase, I can undo. There are definitely advantages like that, but most of the skills are the same. There are ways you can draw digitally that are less like that, but I mean, if I was drawing with a marker and pencil on paper, I'd get very similar results, only I'd have to be erasing some of those lines. I would have done the original one in pencil. So if you can draw, the reason I'm saying that, so if you can draw traditionally, you can probably draw digitally or pick it up pretty well. I think you could, Terry, because you do really good traditional work. If you draw digitally, I think it's a little harder to go the other way. I think that people today that are learning to draw digitally may find themselves at a little bit of a disadvantage depending on how they learn. So you could learn to draw digitally through very traditional methods, and then it's going to transfer over. But if you're only using the quote-unquote cheats, then you're going to find that you're not going to be doing very good on traditional stuff. It sounds like I just contradicted myself a little bit, but yeah, I think for the most part they transfer the same, but it depends on, I guess, how you do it. But your best digital art that you see is probably going to be stuff that would be similar to traditional art in the way that it was created. If that makes any sense at all.
Okay, so Terry said,
whoa,
you should do an ink march thing or something. He enjoyed following the prompts on the Facebook group, even though he wasn't able to do it every day. Said he's actually sitting there watching his wife do a jigsaw puzzle with a blank piece of paper in front of himself because he can't think of what to draw or paint. And then he said, it's not cheating. Digital takes its own type of skill. He can't do that.
I had something I was going to say, and I forgot what it was. So you have artist block. That, yeah. And I had some, I totally forgot what I was going to say. It is, yeah, it is sort of a different skill. I think it's because I'm trying to select. Here's an example of a digital art thing that usually works, but it's not working for me for whatever reason. Maybe threshold. There we go. So I can make this selection. Pardon me. And, well, There we go. Okay, and then invert it. All right, you guys have seen me do this before. And then I can take this, I'm going to make it like a grayish color. So I can do that. That's kind of a shortcut method. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Jeez. Brain work. Yes, Terry, Marchtober, or March, Ink in March,
Ink,
Inktober and March, Ink March, what would you call
Ink
it?
March.
Ink March. In theory, that sounds wonderful, but I have to tell you, as much as I love doing Inktober, it is a massive amount of work. As you know, it is a huge amount of work. And I have so much going on with the Cruise Geeks that I don't think I'd have time. But I do really enjoy the October thing. I don't know what I'm going to do this year, if I'll do Inktober or not. I mean, I'd like to. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how busy I am and stuff. Maybe I'll do like a version of it that's shorter. What time is it getting to be? Oh, 8:25. All right, we got a couple more minutes left.
So Al joined us on Facebook,
Oh, hey, Al.
and he said, "Is this a new cruise creature you saw on your cruise?"
Yes.
Laugh out loud. And I said, "Yeah, I wish."
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Kimbra is watching on
Kimbra's
Facebook.
watching. What? I'm not drawing Harry Potter. Kimbra is my coworker and friend, and she is a huge Harry Potter fan. She's also a cruiser. Pardon me. And she always wins the Harry Potter trivia, which they did not do on the most recent cruise. I told Kimbra that today at work, and she was kind of mortified because I heard that they're not going to do it anymore.
I know.
That is not cool,
There
Carnival.
could be riots.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know 3 people would riot at least.
Right? Because Joe and Emily are on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if Joe's a huge Harry Potter fan, but I know that Emily is quite the Harry Potter fan as well.
Oh, Jeannie's watching on Facebook too.
Hey, Jeannie. So this might be one that I finish a little bit because it's coming along pretty well. I'm kind of rushing through it a bit here, but he's got that red tail. That's just the thing that he made for him, though, right? It's not, his tail's not actually red. I don't think. It's red in this reference picture though, so I'm gonna make it red. And I got to get these eyes going here because, my goodness. See if we can bring Toothless to life here. One of my favorite things to draw are the eyes because, I mean, this is a little drawing, but it makes such a big difference when you do the eyes. So I can blend this a little bit better. And we'll go above that and we'll give him some highlights. That's the other thing that's a lot of fun to do, is to add some little highlights.
I for some reason it wasn't loading the Facebook things. Jeff Jones asked, I wonder if they fixed the ice cream machine. I'm sure they did.
They probably did after I was gone, yeah. Man, I couldn't believe that. See if I can get some Toothless shine here.
Joe. Okay, so Emily is a massive Potter fan. Joe, not so much. Joe says, I don't not like Potter. I just never got into it. I'm like, who does that sound like recently?
I'm not saying I don't like Harry Potter, but I'm not saying that I do. I do, though. I do enjoy Harry Potter quite a bit. I'm just not as knowledgeable about it as some people are. I probably wouldn't watch it several times every year were it not for
or every month.
My wife. We don't watch it every month.
Well, maybe you don't. Terry said he likes putting a little touch of white as the reflection in the eyes. It always makes it come to life. Isn't
it the best, Terry? Like, I mean, there's something kind of magical about that doing that. And you can actually go a little overboard on it. Because you're just like, oh, more white. But, yeah. But there is definitely something about it. Now, I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep, but Sandy and I talked about possibly doing a Cruise Geeks Live tomorrow. So I'll just put that out there. I don't know for sure if that's going to happen, but we would like it to happen. We wouldn't be using OBS or anything on the computer, so it would be one of those things where all of a sudden you just see a post. But if you're interested in that, keep an eye out tomorrow. We will try and do it, but like I said, I just don't know for sure if we'll be able to pull it off.
Joe says he found the model photo you used for this drawing. Very well done, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I was having trouble finding one that I liked, but I like this one. All right, I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to go back to a pencil. I'm going to add some scale work in here just for a little final touches. Yeah, if you Google Toothless, do a Google image search for Toothless, you will likely find this picture. It is a fairly common one. As I was scouring the internet looking for the perfect picture, couldn't find it, and then this one kept popping up, and I went, I guess that's the one I'm doing. All right.
So cute.
I'm going to add a background. Maybe try and do like a...
It's making me miss Jello.
I know. Jello was such a good cat.
Oh, Joe says, please, please, please don't start until 7:30 if possible. Thank you.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah, because I know it was probably a little early when we did some of the other ones. We will do that. If we get to live stream, we'll probably go we'll probably do like around 8, because I don't think anybody else, I don't want to butt in on anybody else's live stream. I don't think anybody's live streaming tomorrow, so maybe we will try and do that.
Joe would love a copy of this one, Matt.
Okay, well, tell you what I'll do. I will post this here. I'll even sign it, and I will post it over on Creature Science Illustrated, and then you guys are welcome to download it off there. Well, that's too thick. Ooh, this might be the first drawing I've signed in 2019. I don't know. There we go. Done. I'm going to call it quit because I know everybody wants to get over to Lalita Loca, the live stream on Lalita Loca. I'll see most of you guys over there. Kimbra, I'll see you tomorrow at work. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a fantastic evening.